Hello, my name is Russell Myers. Welcome to Issues Unite. Let's talk about something that's very important here. All right, so I'm going to start with the AOC dress as an example of this. What does this dress accomplish? What did her little show on the House of Representatives steps accomplish? None of this has to do with, it doesn't do anything. Some people say, well, it raises awareness of the issue. This is an issue that we are all well aware of. This is an issue that we have been covering and talking about for years now. Corporations that don't pay any taxes, Jeff Bezos' wealth projected to reach $1 trillion in the near future. None of this does anything. Biden ran on what? Increasing taxes on the wealthy. So, and what has been done about that? The Democrats voted in favor of the Trump tax cut by a large majority. So, when we talk about taxing the rich, this is performative theater. But she's not the only one that's guilty. I'm going to talk about, her little show on the steps of the House of Representatives talking about the CDC moratorium, which the Supreme Court had already said was not going to stand, that they would rule it unconstitutional, and any further moratorium would have to be passed by Congress. And yet she talked about this, and like that day or the next day, the Supreme Court knocked it down. And so millions of people are at risk of being evicted at this point in time. And then what? She and the rest of Congress went on vacation rather than passing any legislation to protect people, at least 5 million people, from being evicted from their homes. No congressional action has been passed to protect these people. None. Absolutely none. But we've seen a lot of performative theater. The whole impeachment of Trump over the Ukraine call, that was absolute bull. That was all theater. Russiagate was all theater with no substance and would accomplish absolutely nothing. We've seen no changes to the electoral system, which would protect any, what? Okay, so what were the even accusations that that a Russian company, not the Russian government, but a Russian company, put ads on Facebook, the large majority of which had nothing to do with any candidate. Things like a Bernie coloring book, and most of those ads even appeared after the election, so they couldn't affect the outcome. So that was all theater. All of it was theater. They did not try to impeach Trump over children in cages, bombing sovereign nations, assassinating an Iranian general in Iraq. None of that. You remember the resistance? Where is the resistance while 65% of the ARP went to corporations. Where is the resistance when 100% of the infrastructure bill must pass through corporations before anything gets built? Corporations that will take their profits off the top and give their CEOs bonuses for getting contracts, no bid contracts. Where is the resistance on that? Where is the resistance while Biden talks about reducing the use of fossil fuels and then issues more drilling and fracking permits than even Trump approved in his first year in office up to this point? Where is the resistance on any of this? It's all theater. Bernie Sanders is notorious for his theater. I've done videos on YouTube before about his tactic signaling, telling everyone what he is going to do well in advance so that any opposition, including in the Democratic Party, has time to organize against him. That's, if you're going to tactic signal, then the purpose should be, gathering support, like force the vote. That would be useful if it was implemented, but force the vote never happened. The squad just turned around and voted Pelosi into the speaker office without any kind of, requirement, any kind of mandate. Bernie Sanders, conceding to Joe Biden and actually was campaigning for Joe Biden during his own campaign. This is all performative theater. It's all just a show. It is meant to get, excite emotional reactionism and nothing else. It's they're just trying to keep you on edge, keep you fired up, get more clicks. They issue tweets and put out videos, but where is the legislation? Where is the requirement? Where are they threatening to hold votes? Joe Manchin can threaten to withhold his vote on something, but the squad and Bernie Sanders, they may say that they'll withhold their vote, but then first pass, there they are, voting for whatever that damages our democracy, our society, in every way. Where is the resistance when the defense budget goes up again and again and again? Where is that resistance? They weren't resisting anything Trump was doing. They just resisted the Trump name. And I've been saying this all along while Trump was in office, and I'm saying it now. They are not resisting. What about the tariffs that wind up costing American consumers? Where is the resistance on that? Where is the resistance when we are threatening an eventual war with China and Iran and Russia? Where is the resistance when we continue bombing Iraq and Syria and illegally occupying Syria? And now we are illegally occupying Iraq because they told us to get out. Where is that resistance? There is none, period. It's all theater, it's all a show, and most Americans are not even aware of these issues. So stop doing this emotional reactionism, if it's not actually passing legislation, if it's not doing something, the time to start listening is when, one of these people say, I have submitted this bill and I am pushing this bill. I'm trying to gain public support. Write to your representatives. Meet me here for this protest. That is action. Just showing up with 12 to 18 people and not doing anything is not active. AOC in an elite gathering of rich people. I don't care whether she paid for the dress. I don't care whether she paid for the ticket. She was hobnobbing with wealthy people with no mask during a pandemic. Where is the action taking place? There was even some person that was holding the trail of her dress. He was wearing a mask, but she wasn't. Did she look upset or anything? No, she was smiling and turning her butt toward the camera. This is all, her and her image and fighting to, support Mama Bear. Where are her protests against Pelosi? Where is the gathering? Where is the squad? What are they doing? They're not doing anything. I love listening to people on both sides, the far right and the far left. Well, you just, believe anything that you're told. And I look at both sides. I'm standing off to the side going, how are you even saying this? I listen to QAnon followers talking about how deluded Biden followers are, and the opposite. This is ridiculous. The fact that people are paying this much attention to this and giving it any relevance at all, aside from criticism, is ridiculous. Stop this. We need to demand action. So, until we see action, just ignore these people. Unless you are criticizing them, do not pay attention to them. Demand something happen. How long is this going to continue? Americans continue with their emotional reactions to things and don't pay any attention to the fact that nothing is happening to help them. You need to demand that something happened, that legislation get passed. All this, it's bringing attention. What? Bringing attention, yelling fire when people have already burned to death in the theater? You're not bringing attention to anything. It's already very blatant. We've been talking about it for years. Stop. Anyway, look, talk about these subjects. Share this video. Talk about these subjects. If you can, then please donate $1 a month to help expand the channel. I'll catch you in the next one.